So with that said, let's go ahead and learn how to create our first data. So first of all, the last time we created our this data right here, 45, and that's the same strategy we are going to use to create our data. To create something, you just click on the cell you want to um, insert the data, where you want your data to appear. Just click on it, and let's say I type items here, then I have price. I want to keep the price here, and let's say I want to keep quantity here, and I have discount here. Discount, there's no end, and let's say I have date here. Okay, so this is how we insert data into Microsoft Excel. I believe it's very simple and straightforward. So to enter data, you just click on the cell you want to enter the data and you start typing. That is all. So assuming you made a mistake here, this place you want to insert capital P, but you end up inserting small p. How will you change it? When you click on this cell and start typing, it is going to erase everything. So you can use the formula bar. You come to the formula bar, you are going to see the text you've typed or the data you've typed in that particular cell you selected. So here I can click on the formula bar and delete the P and put capital P right here, and you can see that it has reflected on the cell. So we are going to do this sheet with the data that we need to type here, and I believe you can do that. So I'm going to leave you to type this particular data, and when you come to sheet 2, I have this data typed already, so I'm going to leave you to type something like this. I'm going to leave it as PDF or as a resource in the resource folder that comes with this course. So pause this video and go ahead and type all this data, and we'll come back and continue. So I believe you've been able to type everything you are seeing right here. Now the next thing is that we need to be able to save our work. Other than that, when you don't save it, your work is going to be disappearing when you get a small issue, or even when you're off your computer, your work may disappear. So to save it, you come to save right here, the file menu right here. You click on it, you're going to see all these options. You click on save as. Save as is used to save a new file, or is used to save a file with a new name. So I click on save as. It's going to give you these options right here, where you're going to select where you want to save. I want to save it on this PC, then I want to save it on the desktop. When I get to the desktop, I will look for my recordings, and I'm going to go to my courses. You can save it anywhere you want to save it. But I'm going to go to my courses. I'm going to go to MS Office, then I'll go to Excel. I can right click and create a folder right here and name it resources. Mind you can save it anywhere. You can even save it on the desktop. So here we have book 1. Okay, you can give it any name. So I'm going to say sales account 1. Alright, when you finish, then you are going to see this save button right here. You click on the save button and your file has been saved. So when you go to your desktop, go to my recordings, I come to my courses, then my when I get here, I'm going to see resources right here. Then so I didn't save it in the resource folder, I save it here. So I can just drag and drop it here. Because it is open, it might not work. Guys, this is how you create your first data in Excel. If you have been able to create this and save it successfully, congratulations, you are going to move to the next phase of our course.